Australia tends to come out on top in global rankings. It's the second wealthiest nation on the planet per capita, and number 2 globally in terms of life expectancy, education, and standard of living.
We have always been a lucky country.
Well, lucky for some. For Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians, it's another story entirely. According to the most recent comparative study, Australia was ranked 4th globally in terms of its UN Human Development Index, but Indigenous Australians alone would have come in 103rd place. Not surprising, given that today Aboriginal life expectancy is 10 years lower, the health conditions have been slammed by the UN as worse than Third World, and Indigenous children are 26 times more likely to be imprisoned, and sadly young Indigenous men have one of the highest suicide rates in the world. The disparity is the legacy of colonialism. British settlers first took hold of Australia on the 26th of January 1788, a date that is celebrated every year as Australia Day, although some prefer to call it Invasion Day. 1901 saw the beginning of the White Australia policy. The name says it all. And soon later, the government began a program to, quote, breed out the colour of Indigenous people, and forcibly removed 100,000 Aboriginal children from their families. This policy was in place until the 70s and has been officially classified as an act of genocide. And Aboriginal people were not counted in the census as part of the official human population until 1967. A century-long rights struggle has made strides toward justice, including some recognition of land rights, but government schemes aimed at reducing Indigenous disadvantage are failing miserably. And in 2015, the government actually cut funding to remote Aboriginal communities.
What we can't do is endlessly subsidise lifestyle choices.
Is living in one's ancestral homelands a lifestyle choice? Really? Today, plans are underway to finally recognise Aboriginal peoples in the Constitution. But unlike the US, Canada and New Zealand, Australia doesn't have a treaty with its First Peoples. It's as if Aboriginal dispossession never even happened. So next time you think of Picture Postcard Australia, it's worth remembering that while all Australians are born equal, some are more equal than others.